Hello everyone, welcome back to another session with me. This is the wrap-up session of the Fragments and Bookmarks series. We have tried a couple of fragments during these series and today will be the last bookmark using the fragment K5. Yes, today again we are going to draw a bookmark using a fragment, and by now I think you got a broad idea about what fragments are about and how they can create beautiful patterns just by varying the grid and the way they are used clockwise, anti-clockwise. Right, so let's get started with today's session. I'm going to start with a square grid using a boulder nib. And then I'm just going to add one line in the center. Right, so my grid is in place. Today's fragment is fragment K5. So this is how the fragment goes. We start with a seed shape and then we add an additional aura, and then we draw another seed shape but draw behind, and then again add an additional aura like this. Yeah, so let's do that now. Again, you can form different patterns by alternating the center seed shape, or alternatively you can draw all of them in the same way. So the first one, now when I'm adding the additional aura, I'm trying to coordinate with the first one, but just trying. If you're not able to do that, that's okay. Like this. Yeah, so let's now continue like this. The seed or the rice shape, very commonly used shape in Zentangle practice. Add an additional aura and then draw behind and add another seed shape and then add another aura. So slowly take your time, do this exercise inside all of these sections. You can already start to see a beautiful meta pattern when all these fragments are put together. Yes, so this actually looks like going inside, underneath. Yes, take your time. Like this. Yeah, so I'm going to continue and draw in the same fashion. Please take your own time. Like this. Still continuing in the same fashion. Take your time. Yes, looks a complex pattern. Somewhere the petals going underneath, somewhere going over. And the last one here. So I'm done. Now we have these spaces, tiny spaces in between. It is a good idea to go back and ink them, as I think they will bring that drama factor to my bookmark. Yes, similar kind of shape, a diamond like shape formed in between when you place this fragment inside a square grid. Yes. So bold black sections always add drama to your piece, whatever you are drawing. So wherever you find that opportunity, go ahead and add the ink. Yes. So I'm almost done inking the in-between spaces. Like this. Yeah. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is add a little weight here on the inside of my rice shape. Now you can either add colors and shade the rice shape, or you can keep it black and white. That's entirely your choice. So I'm adding a little extra weight on one side of the rice shape to add a little more depth. This is again tangleation working further on the fragment. It's not a part of the fragment. Yeah. So let's keep this one simple. So what I'm going to do is straight away shade. Yeah. So I will add shadow under here. Whole lot of patterns or meta patterns that are formed. Can you see the circle being formed? So this is a pattern. This flower is a pattern. Yes. So all kinds of patterns being formed just by placing your fragment inside a grid. And that's the fun part. Let's blend this much first. Soften the graphite. Don't cover up the entire section, just bring it to about half. Yes, and the second rice shape, I'm just going to add some shadow at the intersections like this. Yeah. Alternatively, you can also add some weight to this one. So I'm going to shade all of them at the intersections. Yeah. So this fragment is done, and this is how it looks like. Yes, let's do the same fragment a little differently on the other side, just the way we have done in all our previous sessions. So I'm again going to draw my grid. And a line in the center. Yes. Now this time, although I will start in the same way, however, the next rice shape I'm going to change the direction. Yes. Again, add an additional aura like this. Again, the next one will be in this direction. So I'm not drawing all of them in the same direction. I'm alternating the direction. So as I mentioned, I'm alternating the position of the center petal. So in this case, all the places this flower is underneath and this circle is complete. Here when we drew, two of the petals were underneath and two were over. Yes, so that's the difference in look when you alternate it. Take your time. Right, so we are done. Now we can add colors. This sections, preferably if we make it black, it would be nice, but this time let us make only half of it black. Yes, even that is possible. Like this. Yes, so small little things that you can do to change the look. The remaining half can be some other color. Let's do this for all. Slowly, take your time. Yes, so same can be done here also, or this section can be completely inked. like this. Yeah, so I'll do the same thing on the other side. So I'm done doing that exercise. Let us now highlight the flower underneath. So I'm going to use my pink brush pen and add color to the flower underneath. Well, you can also use your color pencils. Please feel free. Slowly, take your time. Go to each of the petals. And color it like this. Yes, looks bold. So I am done inking, coloring my underneath flower. Now these big petal shapes, you can either shade it with your graphite pencil or you can use any other color. You can also add big orbs inside it. Yes, so that is also possible. Something like this. Yeah, looks different. I'm drawing behind. I'm not drawing entire orbs. Still continuing in the same fashion. Slowly go to each. Small little intersectices there. Ink it at the same time. Or you can get back to it later also. Squeezing them in just like corn kernels. The same fragment looks so different now. You really can't make out how you started with. Where did you start? Yes. And I'm done drawing those orbs. Now I'm just going to pick up my yellow. Well, it's your choice. You can add shading to each of the orbs. I'm just going with some simple yellow there. Adding yellow to the other half of this section that is formed. Yes, this is simple coloring. Please feel free to shade it the way you want. Well, you can add some bit of shading effect by using a little darker shade like an orange over your yellow. Yes, this is my orange, and if I want to add a little bit of shading effect, I can touch the bottom with my orange. Like this. Yeah, simple exercise to do, and it gives that nice shaded effect. So let us complete it in the same fashion. Adding the orange. Take your time. So we are done, and our second fragment, the same fragment in a different way, is also ready. Yes, you can always add some thatching here if you want. That will give it a more flower kind of a look. So this is in thatching, keeping very light pressure, or you can use a finer nib. I'm using a bold nib but putting very light pressure. And we are done. I don't think we need to do anything else. Yes, so they are both the same fragment, but they look so different, isn't it? Yes. So that was it. This was the Fragments and Bookmarks special series. I'm going to be continuing with few more sessions on fragments in my Friday club. So every Friday I have a club where we meet together, tangle, explore. Yes, 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. So if you want to join the Friday club, I will post the link in the comment section, and you will be directed to a WhatsApp chat group. And from there, if you wish to know more about the club, you can join the club. Yes. So this was it. I shall see you again with a brand new series. Till then, have a good time. Bye bye.